morning. In this video I wanted to share a fun experiment. At least it's fun for me. I don't know if you're going to enjoy it. I follow a lot of nutritionists on YouTube and I noticed that they all eat pretty much the same things. So I wanted to try to eat like them for a day and to see how I feel and if I enjoy the recipes. So yeah, I will try this. I will do this experiment on Sunday. Today it's a bank holiday, so I'm going to run errands and to buy the items I need. And on Sunday I will share the recipes and the meals, and yeah, we'll see. For breakfast, I don't know if you can guess, because I have some avocados. I'm going to make some avocado toast, and I chose this recipe because when you search online for a healthy breakfast recipe, you always come across avocado toast. And in fact, I'd like to try because I've never tried avocado toast. So it's a good reason too. So I got some sourdough bread. I'm going to toast it. It's a very good one. Have some eggs, some avocados of course, some cherry tomatoes, have some harissa, which is a North African very good sauce made with tomatoes, spices, garlic and chili. So I'm going to top the toast with this. This is some butter to cook the eggs, and I also bought this cottage cheese because otherwise this breakfast wouldn't be enough protein for me, and I like my breakfast being filled with protein, so I'm going to add some cottage cheese. And I got some blueberries for freshness afterwards. I added some lemon and some salt. I'm going to make some for my son too, he requested. But as we are not sure to like cottage cheese this way, so I put some just on one side. And we are going to try one side with cottage cheese, one side without. This is my plate. I ended up making 2 eggs for me and 1 egg for my son. He didn't want more, but I wanted more eggs. So I have one side with cottage cheese, avocado with lemon and salt and 1 egg, and the other side with just avocado and the egg. And I'm going to top one side with harissa to test, and if I like, I will add more. I will add some on the other side, and have some cherry tomatoes and some blueberries, as I said. And I made this large coffee, and I'm going to add some milk as usual, and I had some water because I think I'm going to be thirsty afterwards. So we'll see if it's good. For lunch I'm going to have a salad because I noticed that the people I follow have this for lunch pretty much every day with different ingredients, and it's a kind of bowl with a lot of ingredients. And in general they make it with shredded chicken, but I don't have chicken, so I'm going to make it with tuna because it's what I have on hand. And I'm going to mix the tuna with Greek yogurt and harissa. You know this recipe, I already made it on my channel. And so I have some beets, I have some tomatoes, lettuce, this leftover avocado from this morning, arugula, sourdough bread to make it more filling. And for the dressing, I spotted a recipe that that sounds very good, with tiny olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and lemon. So I'm going to try to recreate this. And yeah, maybe I will add an egg, because otherwise it wouldn't be enough protein for me. This is my plate with the salad and the tuna. So for the salad, I made the vinaigrette I told you earlier, with tiny balsamic vinegar, olive oil, and lemon juice. And I tasted, it's very good. So it's definitely something I'm going to make again. It's not something I spotted on a nutritionist account. It's something I spotted elsewhere. And it's very, very good. And so for the tuna, as I said, I mixed with the tuna with Greek yogurt and harissa. But I put too much harissa. It's the reason why it's so red. So I hope it's not going to be too spicy. We'll see. And I topped with chives. There's some bread. I'm going to have this with the salad. Some water, of course. And I pull out hard-boiled egg too, because otherwise it wouldn't be enough, as I said earlier. And for dessert I got these blueberries. I'm going to have some dark chocolate too, and a decaf coffee. I don't know if you noticed, but there's no cheese, because the people I follow don't eat cheese on a daily basis. In fact, yes, they do, but they eat some shredded cheese on top of gratin or casserole, but they don't eat cheese, a piece of cheese to finish their meals as I do. I think it's very French. I don't know. But as I follow their day of eating, I'm going to do the same, and yeah, we'll see. I needed a snack, so I ate a piece of this camembert, so I'm breaking the rules of the experiment. But in fact, I was starving. I think the lunch wasn't as filling as I'm used to, because I eat a lot of cheese on a daily basis, probably 100 grams every day. And so, yeah, I was missing the cheese and all the nutrients of the cheese, all the protein. And I wouldn't be able to wait until dinner otherwise. So for dinner, I noticed that the people I follow usually make some veggies, roasted veggies in the oven, with whatever veggies they have on hand. And in general, it's squash or this kind of veggies, but I don't have this, so I'm going to show you what I have. And they serve these veggies with meat, and in general it's chicken or turkey and sometimes beef, but not that often. And so I don't have anything like this, so I have this pork roast, so I'm going to go with this. And so for the veggies, I have some zucchinis, some carrots, and some endives I need to use up. So I'm going to cut all these veggies and to roast them in the oven with some olive oil and herbs. And these bell peppers and tomatoes are to go with the roast, and the onions too. So I'm going to cook the roast first in the Dutch oven with a kind of broth, with the bell peppers, tomato, some herbs, etc., and so on. And then afterwards I will roast it in the oven, and this way it will be softer. for the moment I'm going to let it simmer for 1 hour, and afterwards I will roast it in the oven for 30 minutes. As you can see, I have a lot of veggies, so it's perfect because I'm going to have plenty of leftovers. And so I need to cook them in 2 batches because I don't have enough space in my oven. So, but it's okay because carrots will take longer to be fully cooked. So I'm going to go ahead and cook the carrots first, and then afterwards I will cook the zucchinis. Now I'm going to cook this in the oven at 240 degrees for at least 20 minutes because carrots take longer to cook. Same with the zucchini. I sprinkled with oregano and I drizzled with olive oil. This is my plate, so with the pork roast and the bell pepper and all the veggies, so the carrots and the zucchinis, and I added some arugula for freshness and cherry tomatoes. And to serve, I made this sauce with Greek yogurt, thyme, lemon, and I topped with chives. And I got some water and some blueberries for dessert. And if I don't have enough, I will have a piece of bread with camembert and maybe some dark chocolate too. We'll see. The meal was very good and pretty filling, in fact, but it's not very different from what I do on a daily basis. But now I want a piece of cheese, so I'm going to have this piece of camembert and this small tiny piece of bread because I'm pretty full, in fact, but I want to finish with cheese. And afterward I will have the blueberries and it will be great. And overall the day was pretty good. I liked the breakfast very much and it was very filling. And the dinner was very good too. And the downside was the lunch. And I think with the cheese it would be okay. But without this important part of my meal, for me it's not enough. And it's not enough protein, it's not enough nutrients, I guess. So yeah, maybe with the cheese it will be okay.
때론 그리움이 우릴 서로 주겠지만